What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Clay'sCoins. I believe competence creates confidence. It's not financial advice. Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe button. We'll get right into the video because today we're talking about my favorite cryptocurrency, Marshall Anu. As many of you know, Marshall Anu is a cryptocurrency that I think has a great case to be the best fundamental cryptocurrency out right now. Just because of my interest, you know, I'm a huge sports addict. I love the UFC right now. Is really very phase oriented with things, and I'm really into the UFC and have been for a couple years now. And not just the UFC, but MMA as a whole, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, all of it. You know, I think all the combat arts or the martial arts, whatever you want to call them, cage fighting, if you will, it's all great. It's very exciting. There's so much technicality and skill, and just diving into players' stories and backgrounds and their careers is it's really cool, you know. But one thing Marshall Anu does really well is pays for the fighters. You know, it gives out bonuses. All the holders get to vote on bonuses for fight of the night and different things like that, because all of us have watched, you know, if you've watched the UFC, you've seen a pay-per-view event and then thought at the end of it, when you hear Dana White in the press conference or the post-conference talk about the fight bonuses he's given out, sometimes it's a little skimpy. I will say, lately, he's been giving out crazy bonuses. I think he gave out like 9 fight of the night or 9 fight bonuses the other night, which is like $450,000 or something crazy, and just fight bonuses. So that's wild. But when things like that don't happen, Marshall Anu likes to give fighters a little bit of bonus that's voted for by the holders. You guys get, you know, we get to go online, vote who we think will get fight of the night, and then they can do that. There's a merch shop, obviously, to support the fighters. There's a 10% sales tax on all Marshall Anu that holders sell that goes directly to a fund to support fighters with their training camps, any medical expenses, transportation, things to help their family out with housing and different things. I mean, these guys go above and beyond. So fundamentals out of the way, you know, I'm not just going to bring you guys the technicals, and I'm not going to bring you just the fundamentals. I like to give you a hybrid, you know, but a little bit of a mix, some fundamental investing knowledge with some technical analysis and some quantitative analysis when you're talking about the global climate of cryptocurrency, how everything's looking, the sentiment between retail investors and, you know, institutional investors. And if you're a fan of the channel and you're a true supporter, you know this, but this is more for the people that may be just tuning in for the first time. So we're going to be looking at Marshall Anu. Alright, so looking at just over at CoinMarketCap, which is, as you'll see in a minute, not up to date, where Marshall Anu is only ranked 3,500th in the world. You know, it's only on 6,547 watch lists on CoinMarketCap.com, which isn't a telltale, but or a tell-all of how the performance of it. It's just letting you know that this is a very small project, and it's not as, you know, this isn't on TradingView or Webull or any of the charting applications I typically use, specifically TradingView. However, it is over on PooCoin, which I know is a funny name, but they actually have a lot of good tools over there. And I will point out right now that we have officially surpassed the $1 trillion market cap for cryptocurrency as a whole, which is awesome. That's a huge milestone in getting back to where we were. Whether or not this is a big bull trap is yet to be seen. I have a feeling it is. I'm not going all in right now thinking this is the big rally to bring us back. I do not believe so. Gas, as you'll notice in my last video, was at like 25, and I said that was crazy cheap. Yeah, because it's over 4 times the price now. I mean, we're talking about gas increases that we haven't seen since we're looking at right now when you fill your car up at the pump. Speaking of which, let me know how much gas is where you are right now, because I'm up in Maine and it's like $4.75, upwards of $4.80. It was just $5 a couple weeks ago up here, and gas is usually a lot lower comparative to California and places. I know it's sky high, so let me know how much gas is. We don't have to be talking about that 93. We're not out here driving Ferraris right now. Just let me know what that regular gas price is, and it would be cool to know. But looking at the monthly chart, I mean, we are looking at here, well, let's actually just give you guys 1 month low and high, 008, which is something I called out before on Marshall Anu. If you've been watching this channel, I've talked about this cryptocurrency a couple times, a few weeks ago even, and so people who got in are feeling great right now, because it went from 008 to just over 2.5 cents just a couple days ago. Currently sitting at a price of around 2.5 cents. It's a little bit lower when you actually look at PooCoin and then take into consideration the 10% sell tax when you're going to sell. They got rid of the buy tax forever, permanently the buy tax is taken out of the code. You cannot implement it anymore. It will never be implemented again. So that's a huge factor in the bullish sentiment. And as you can see here, look at these volume pumps. We are talking about huge buys that are hitting, and we'll get into why that's hitting right now. One thing that I like to do, like I told you guys, is give you a combination of analysis to let you know not only that things are happening, but why those things are happening. Because once we understand why, we can start to have competence in the field, and that creates the confidence for future plays and the play that you're looking at. That's why I always say competence creates confidence, because it really is a circle and it matters so much. So B-Roots, I don't know if you guys have seen him on Twitter. He's pretty big, 21.2 thousand followers. He's been a huge advocator of Marshall Anu. It's one of the meme coins he's really hit on, and this, as you'll notice, is an NFT you might not be too familiar with, because Marshall Anu is officially launching their NFT collection. It's been a little bit in the works here, which is always nice for, to see. You never want to see projects rush things out, especially in times like these. But this is, I'll just scroll through and give you guys an idea of what we're looking at for the Marshall Anu NFTs. This one, of course, is phenomenal with the Eric Cartman, but I really like the squid too, the merman type deal. Then you have this is, what I can say is this is not only excellent and beneficial for the project in and of itself, but an excellent understanding of why everything is happening right now, because they are, with this NFT project, launching many different perks and incentives to go along with and coincide with the NFTs. As you'll see, right here, I actually scrolled past it for a second, but they're giving away 20 tickets to UFC 277, which just happened. So UFC 277, they gave away 20 tickets, including a 2-night stay at the Marshall Mansion, and where people get to meet up with fighters and surprise 10 lucky people who mint 3 or more NFTs. That is absolutely crazy. So by minting the NFTs, you have entries to join these contests, to get tickets to UFC events, to stay at the Marshall Mansion, to meet fighters in person, real meet and greets, hang out with them. From what I hear just on the Twitter spaces and things like that, it's a great time. And for someone who's a fan of fighting or a fan of any sports, being able to meet the people that you're a fan of is it's pretty cool. So we'll watch this little highlight trailer, I guess you could say, for the Marshall Anu NFTs. It's only 17 seconds, and I really hope I don't get copyrighted for this, but it's nothing crazy. I'm sure that music's going to get copyrighted, so go ahead and hit the join button to become a true supporter so you can help support the channel. Even when YouTube's monetized algorithm picks up a little 17-second clip of someone else's music that I'm hyping up, I might still get flagged, and they might take the monetization away. So always remember to support the channel, share the video, comment. All comments help the algorithm. Always like the videos, all the stuff. Go ahead and smash all the buttons, as you guys know. However, this is the huge push that we've seen in Marshall Anu. This is why, guys. A lot of people are rushing into this. It's a great example of a phrase that I've heard and repeated, which is buy the rumor, sell the news. A bunch of people are buying all this hype and potential around the NFT drops, and then sell the news. Once this is really starting to become mainstream, you're going to probably see a dump, and or after the actual minting and listing after each event, you might see a dump. It all depends. Obviously, each individual case is individually unique. But we'll look at the chart real quick so you guys can have some price expectations. And this is why I like to bring you guys multiple aspects of it. Both, the understanding of what the project does, the actual fundamentals and what's going on in the news, the media, current events, current things that are happening to allow this project to have a propulsion in price, so you don't have to go digging through the internet or news and media and try to figure out why a certain project is moving. I try to help you guys out, and then you look at the technicals and understand if these things are happening, where can it go? And you start to have a better understanding and what to expect, so next time you hear that they're doing a mint or they have a big UFC event coming up, you can understand that you might see price action like this, and then when you look at the technicals, you look at the levels, you can understand where the price might be going based on what we've seen in the past. Obviously, things in the past never predict future performance. However, it can definitely give us a good idea of things to expect or prices to keep an eye on. Right now we're on the 4-hour time frame, and I pretty much have it all color coded here for you guys. Nice and pretty for you. The all-time low, which is about 007, and then you run up here to our first big support that we got through, and that was at the just over 1 cent. I'm gonna refer to them as the second and third number, so right around 12, and then you're gonna move up here to the 14, which is where we have a big support resistance flip scenario. So on the way down, as you guys can see, we touched our all-time low, ran up, had this big green candle which pushed us through the 12 and hit this resistance, which was 1, 2, double confirmed, twice confirmed, almost, I mean, this looks like a double top to anyone who really follows the astrology for men. So you have this double top right here indicating that there's a lot of selling pressure right here at this 14.1 level that you can see. The 14 level really pushed the price back down. You had a bunch more selling pressure, but then once we were able to push through and really get up past it, you know, I mean, we pushed all the way halfway up to the next level of support slash resistance, and that's why we were able to flip this resistance which once held the price down. We're able to flip it and make it a support, which helps support the price and allows it to bounce off of there in a positive manner rather than rejecting off of there in a negative manner. Now we had a little bit of sustained growth. We had, you know, the confidence in being able to flip the support, a bunch of volume as you can see down here, and then we were able to just absolutely run up, you know, have a big buying pressure, big sell-off from the people taking profits, and then even more jumping in because the amount of people that were assuming to, you know, trying to take profits up here or maybe even up here are going to buy in again, because, you know, people that believe in the project aren't worried about what price they buy it at. They're worried about, well, you know, how much they can get and how much they can accumulate, because they know, as well as I do, that this project can easily go to $1. That, I just wanted to let that resonate for a second. Yeah, it's at 2 cents right now. I can absolutely see this project going to $1 in its lifespan. Not even a question. When you look at the circulating supply, you look at the market cap, this is one of the best 100x potentials. Almost guaranteed. There's no guarantees in crypto. Luna was definitely looking like a guarantee for a little bit, and we know how that worked out. So there's no guarantees in crypto. However, this is one of in my opinion, the best chances for a true 100x, even in market conditions like these. So when you really zoom in here, you can see we are running up a lot, guys. I mean, this is a very nice push. When you look at the NFT drop coming, the minting, everybody rushing in to be able to mint these NFTs, to have the chance to go to these events, stay at the Marshall Mansion, it starts to make sense of why we're seeing this. I would say I'm waiting to buy any until we come down at least back into these yellow/orange areas. I know I've shouted out and called out a couple times on the channel, right around the 008 mark is a great buy zone. Obviously, it might be a little while till we see that again. I have some subscribers that picked it up right around there, but I think if you can get it right around 009 to maybe 1 cent, that's going to be excellent. I mean, we're talking about in the last, let's see, since it hit that all-time low on June 13th, to right now, we're talking about a 217% gain in the last 35 days. If you just want to look at recently, just recently, we're talking about from July 8th until now, the date of this recording, July 18th, right? It is 9 days, 16 hours, and 137.72%. That, it doesn't get much better than that in market conditions like this. So obviously the whole market as a whole is pumping up right now. Ethereum's about to hit right around 1500, which is huge, obviously, because that's the main platform and network that Marshall is built on. However, you can get it on BSC, which is great because of the low fees. That's where I get mine. So but I did notice, like, one thing that's cool about PooCoin is you can look down here for the buyers and sellers, and it'll show you a time frame from June 10th to July 24th. It'll show you, this big time frame of who's bought, what buys, and as you can see, recently they were huge buys. Yeah, either way, guys, I mean, looking at it right here, there's big buys, there's big sells. It showed a little flash here of this total sold being 100,000, which was really cool, and I'm not sure what happened there. I'm not sure why it went back and isn't showing me. I just tried to pull up the ether scan. I'm sure there was a big jump cut there in the video, but it was showing the 66,262 being sold for over 100,000 not too long ago, which is great. It's great to see. Crazy to see someone making money like that just in times like these. Obviously, this site can be a little iffy. Like, if I reload this chart, all of my saved work will be gone. I can't really save the charts, though. That's why when we do our Marshall and New videos on this, it might seem like a fresh chart every time. That's because it is. But either way, guys, I wanted to bring you guys what was going on with Marshall and New, just because there's crazy money being made right now. Absolutely crazy money. This is one of the projects I've been a believer in, that I've talked about before. It's awesome to see a bunch of people making money, and I wanted to let you guys know why you're making money. If you weren't aware, I mean, obviously it's always nice to watch your investments go up, but I like to know why they're going up, just so I can know in the future, if you see something similar like this happen, you can expect something similar as a result. But other than that, guys, that's going to be the end of the video today. I wanted to bring you guys an update on Marshall and New specifically, just by itself, and let you know what's going on, why there's a big price increase, let you guys know about some NFTs that you can probably get your hands on. I live up in Maine, so like I've said before, but I'm way in the Northeast, and I think the closest they come is like maybe MSG, which are like the most expensive tickets to buy for a UFC show, so I probably won't be watching any UFCs live for a little bit, but the pay-per-views are awesome, so definitely go check out Marshall and New. Ticker symbol is MRI. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe button. All comments help the algorithm. Share the channel always. That stuff really helps, guys. Join if you want to become a true supporter, to make sure that no matter what the algorithm thinks, you guys are helping me out. Put a flexing emoji in the comment section down below, as you know, if you enjoyed the video. And thank you, guys. Stay hydrated, stay healthy, get good sleep, all the good stuff. Thanks.